On September 1st to September 7th in music history, several notable events and milestones have taken place. Here are a few events. Like and subscribe for more music history. 1. In 1981, Hall & Oates released the Private Eyes album, which contains two #1 hits, the title track and I Can't Go For That No Can Do. 2. In 1965, James Brown breaks out some sweet dance moves on the TV show Shindig, where he performs his hit Papa's Got a Brand New Bag. Brown is a regular on the R&B charts and well known in the black community, but he doesn't bag his first top 10 on the Hot 100 until Papa, where he sings about the different dance moves he's mastered 3. In 1993, Pearl Jam's Jeremy video wins 4 awards, including Video of the Year, at the MTV Video Music Awards. Pearl Jam responds by not making any more videos until 1998. In addition to Video of the Year, Jeremy wins for Best Group Video, Best Metal Hard Rock Video, and Best Director, Mark Pellington. Eddie Vedder is nonplussed in his acceptance speeches. "I don't know how you can say it's the best," he says. "It's just a little piece of art and you can't put art into a competition." 4. In 1984, Tina Turner completes her comeback as What's Love Got to Do With It hits #1 in America. Turner's last big hit was a cover of Proud Mary she did with her husband Ike in 1971. After the couple divorced in 1976, Tina's career floundered. Her solo albums Rough, 1978, and Love Explosion, 1979, failed to chart, as she proved to be no disco singer. In debt and doing shows in places like Yugoslavia and Bahrain, she meets an Australian promoter named Roger Davies, who becomes her manager. Davies sets out to get Turner noticed by the bigwigs in New York City, so he books her at the Ritz, where industry executives can see that she's still got the goods. 5. In 1976, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five become the first rap act to play a theater when they do their first major gig, performing at the Audubon Ballroom in Harlem. They introduce various DJ techniques along with rap interplay and choreography. 6. In 1982, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak throws the U.S. festival for a few thousand friends in hopes of uniting people through music and technology. A crowd of at least 200,000 shows up in the blistering heat of San Bernardino, California, for 3 days of music, tech geekery, and dust. A whole lot of dust. Fleetwood Mac, performing for the first time in 2 years, headlines a bill that also includes the Police and the Grateful Dead. 7. In 1964, British group The Animals hit #1 in America with The House of the Rising Sun, a folk song set in New Orleans about either a brothel or a prison. Dating to the 1800s, the first recordings of The House of the Rising Sun appeared in the 1930s. Its provenance is unknown, but the house in New Orleans is likely either the Orleans Parish Women's Prison or a brothel that was active in the 1860s. Leadbelly, Woody Guthrie, and Dave Van Ronk all performed it. Bob Dylan included it on his 1962 debut album using Van Ronk's arrangement. 8. In 2008, the first Fender Stratocaster Satellite on stage by Jimi Hendrix is auctioned. The guitar sells for $575,000 to collector Daniel Boucher, less than the $1 million predicted. It is one of only 2 guitars definitively burned by Hendrix. The other was at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967. 9. In 1991, guitarist C.C. DeVille is kicked out of Poison after he sabotages their performance at the MTV Video Music Awards by playing Talk Dirty to Me instead of Unskinny Bop as planned. DeVille rejoins the band 5 years later. The show is filled with many memorable moments, including a surprise appearance by Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens, who earlier in the year was arrested for lewd conduct at a movie theater. His first words, "Heard any good jokes lately?" 10. In 1997, Elton John sings a new version of Candle in the Wind at Princess Diana's funeral. This rendition, which replaces Goodbye Norma Jean with Goodbye England's Rose, becomes the best-selling single of all time in the UK. 11. In 2001, Britney Spears dons a snake to debut her new single, I'm a Slave for You, at the MTV Video Music Awards. The 19-year-old Spears, who arrived at the show with her boyfriend, Justin Timberlake of NSYNC, opens the performance from a cage she shares with a tiger. Moving to the edge of the jungle-themed set, she receives a 7-foot albino python, which is draped over her shoulders as she continues the routine. 12. In 1987, Michael Jackson releases Bad, the title track to his first album since Thriller. The song was supposed to be a duet with Prince, but the Purple One turned down the offer. These are just a few significant moments from music history that have occurred on September 1st through September 7th. Music has played a central role in many lives, and numerous artists and events have contributed to its rich and diverse history. Like and subscribe.